Welcome back to another episode of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. I'm your host, Black Trey, joined always by Amin, Juju, Jason Madison, and Big Jerv. And we got a fun episode. Man, we was fucking podding today, boy. We're going to talk about Jay-Z, Health is Wealth, Walker Records, Not Like Us video, Bronny James debut, Paul George as a Sixer. Jerv explains how the Sixers are going to win the East somehow. We also talk about the Pacific Division, who's the real kings of the West. And we're going to talk about Beverly Hills Cop 4, Axel Foley. It's very spoiler rich. So if you haven't seen the movie, turn it off. July 20th at Racket, New York, we have a live show. Count the Dings and Friends. We got a list of guests. It's going to be great. But you know why we're showing up? For Jade Hoy, not for the Jade Hoy, but for Jade Hoy. You want to be there. You don't want to miss it. We got guests like Bomani Jones, Pablo Torre. We got Juju Gotti pulling up. Juju Gotti in New York City. We don't know what jersey he's going to wear. He might have his own custom jersey. Buy his jersey if Juju have merch. Buy Jerv's merch, whatever we got going. But at the Racket, we're going to turn up. We're going to have a good time. We're going to smoke some weed. We're going to drink some drinks. We're going to tell some jokes. We're going to tell some bossa novas that ain't bossa novas. That's going to be bossa novas. But we want to see you there July 20th at Racket, New York, July 20th. Buy your tickets now. Let's start the show. So, yeah, like 4th of July, I pull up to my man Corey Town's spot. Shouts to Corey. And he actually brought Jason up too. He was like, yo, shouts to Jason, just randomly. He was like, I fuck with that nigga. Oh, because it was some West Coast shit. He was like, man, you West Coast niggas cool, man. He's like, man, Dom had came on. He was like, man, what's up with that nigga Jason, man? I was like, Jason good, bro. He chilling. He's like, yeah, he a good nigga, man. He a good nigga. So then we start talking about
Appreciate that. Shout out to him. And I was just with me and Dom was just at our grandpa's 90th birthday yesterday. So Dom, good.
Happy birthday to the OG. That's a blessing. So we sitting there and he was just saying like Philly niggas, West Coast niggas, just like the different vibe, but it's love wherever you go. You get what I'm saying? Like you go to Philly, niggas probably gonna show you love. You go to LA, niggas gonna show you love, hospitality. So that was the main thing of like hospitality and things of that nature. But we got there and it was myself, this dude Kenny, his other homie, and niggas was starting up the grill. And I was like, 30-something is not the 30-something you thought 30 was.
What do you mean by that?
And what I mean by that, I like where people be like, oh, 40 is the new 30. It's like, no, 40 is fucking 40, nigga. We're getting to a point where we not living long. You know what I'm saying? Like the adjustment of it, and not to be dark, bro, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was saying that.
The adjustment of it is kind of like we see 30 at such a young age and not taking everything so serious. So we're like kind of like thinking that we have another decade to punt when there's serious issues. Like, nigga, we eat terrible. We sleep terrible. We consuming way more radiation, all this other shit, right? I just lost a teammate to cancer yesterday, right?
Oh, shit.
38 years old. And I'm just like, to see a Virgil or a Chadwick Boseman die at the early 40s, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put things in perspective that time ain't given. So as you're saying, oh, I'll do that. That's some old nigga shit. We'll wait till we 50. It's like, nah, we kind of in that space now where you get to the point where you got a classmate passing or somebody's dealing with a real sickness and things of that nature. And I was like, back in the day, you would look at your unks and your aunties as them being in their 50s and having cookouts when they probably was like our age, and we just haven't accepted that we're getting older. And I was telling Jer before you and Jason joined that, like, you can start to see the gray hair in my chin, and I'm like happy because I'm just like, yo, it's a blessing for one to reach this age, but then secondly, like, I'm really OG to mad niggas now. And I didn't look at it that way until I was like talking, and I'm like, yo, how old are you? Nigga like, oh, I'm 31. Another nigga was like, oh, I'm 28. And I'm like, okay, as much as I quote unquote think I'm cool, I'm old as fuck in this spot. Yeah. Right? As seniority. You know what I mean? And I remember we had Kev on not too long ago, like a year or two ago. Yeah. And he was like, I'm not old. And I'm like, bro, it's not even about like, it's not even a bad thing to be in your 40s, but like also like it's a wisdom thing. You know what I mean? Like we've lived and we've seen it, and also let the young niggas have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But fast forward. The main point I'm trying to hit is if we don't start teaching the young niggas, the late 20s, the early 30s, how to gather and do these things, we're going to be stuck with a bunch of playlists, alcohol.
Wait, they don't know how to do this shit?
A lot of niggas don't know how to grill. They did, but the establishment of it was like a nigga like, they felt like the assignment was just for a nigga my age. And I'm like, y'all are in my age pocket, nigga. Now, y'all don't look at 35 as being, you know, mature enough to fire up the grill or hold these organizations. You get what I'm saying? Because niggas we're in a party culture where every nigga feel like club, day party, and these other things that get lost in the actual, your true friends and fellowship, family. That shit that's like vital, and it's getting kind of like, Jason does a good job at it, right? Where you're the first person I ever hung out with, and I was like, damn, this nigga got a big family, and it's love. Remember, was it your birthday? It was your birthday. We went out to Pasadena.
No. That was Christmas. Remember before we went to the game?
Okay.
Yeah. And that was so my grandfather, who just had his 90th, he has a yearly Christmas brunch, and but does it at different spots. Does it at the brunchy brunch white people spot. That year it was at a Mexican restaurant in Pasadena, but brings the whole family together. You know what I'm saying? Like his wife's side, because you know he married after he had kids with my my grandmother, and then like, you know, all of our side, my mom, my aunts, all, you know what I'm saying, all of us cousins, all of us is there. So like he has the intention of doing that like every year. You feel me? And like even he does Christmas too, like at his house, and then like for birthdays, you know, like I always usually have something for my birthday. I'll throw something at like, you know, a friend's house or whoever. Dom usually does something for his birthday. Like we used to be Burnside Boys was our clique, right? And so we would always be at the homie Mike's house. We call him Little Mike, but Mike Risset, he's a painter. His mom used to always cook and like, and she's from the South, she's from Georgia, but she used to always have like, you know, basically all of these LA, but like it was us, the cool kids, like literally like Chuck English and Mikey Rocks. Like
I love these I love these squad names, by the way.
but I mean, y'all know them as a
them, group. They're rappers.
Group, yeah.
No. I know, but
the crew names, the crew names, Burnside Boys and stuff like that.
Yeah. So like, but we would always be over there, you know what I'm saying, congregating, and it would, you know, it would be random, whoever, like Nip would come through, fucking random other celebrities, you know what I'm saying, Iggy Azalea, like random motherfuckers would just be popping up because we was hanging out, you know, and like that's always been our energy as just like folks, is just to congregate. And, you know, like luckily we had Mike's mom and his dad who would grill all the time. But now like for the fourth, because, you know, now we getting older, like Trey is saying, so it's interesting because I've been kind of going through that transition where, because we don't all have cribs, you know, like big enough to house enough, you know, those events,
those functions,
you know, and that's, I think, a large part of what Trey is talking about is probably due to, you know, the economic situations, right, that came from previous generations where you could buy a house, you know, uncles, you know, had cribs with 2 kids and shit like that. Now niggas is not, you know, on the same footing. And so we still are trying to do it. Like my other cousin, Dennis, he had a big ass, him and some like his people had a big ass function on the 4th. And it was crazy. You know, like it was 200 niggas, they've lighting fireworks all night. You know, they grilling, but it's really got to be hyper intentional, you know? Because if you don't, like all the other people that I know, you know, it was like, oh, I'm chilling, or, you know, like it was a very like fractured between all my other homies who's not like in our crew or like in my close family. they was all like on some low key. And I feel like because niggas don't have the spots, right? Like niggas don't have the spots to convene.
So you think it's definitely like not a geography, but like a resources issue. Like
because then where do you put the grill at, right? Where do you put the grill to teach yourself or learn or do all these things? Like I think that's like the big issue, at least from the LA perspective.
I agree, but I also think is what Trey kind of alluded to. Like niggas just be wanting to niggas just want to like go out and like party now, right? Like you have and it's always been about they gonna be there, right? Like it's always, let's not, whether it's a family function or not, you wondering if your cousin's bringing her home girl or whatever, or whatever, right? But like that, like it got to a point where niggas just want to like do like events now, like. You know what I mean? Like there's no and that's the scary part. There's no bottle girls at your family's function, right? Like there's no sign, coming out for you to do something for the gram. So like if niggas ain't doing it for the gram, niggas kind of don't want it. But like I did have a question because this is key. Trey, like at your cookout, right? Were there sides? Because that'll be determined if y'all was really having a cookout.
It was
or not.
Everything, bro. It was they had deviled eggs, they had potato salad, but it was more.
Niggas don't make sides anymore. I just wanted to say that. You know what I mean? Niggas don't make sides. So listen to this part. They don't. These young boys don't make sides, bro.
What do you mean they don't make sides?
They ain't no sides, my nigga.
There's no mac and cheese. There's no.
Who's making it? They don't got no recipe.
All right, so listen to the
invite.
We're
losing recipes? Is this
no, literally.
That's what the whole thing is.
But that was literally the thing. We're losing recipes as cookouts, and we're losing recipes on literal recipes, family, things. So here's the invite. Once again, it's on 7/4, having some folks over in the backyard and throwing some food on the grill. Music by your boy. Going to have some games tabled up, playing dominoes, cards, spades, Uno, and all that. Bring a bottle of your favorite wine or spirit. If you want something special made on the grill, bring that on the earlier side and we'll throw it on for you. Just hit me and see if we need anything pressing needs, cups, ice, games, etc. It's a bodega on the corner, so you don't have to go far. We're celebrating the fellowship, not colonization, new friends, and us unks and aunties restoring the feeling of the grill. You know what I'm saying? So the return of the grill. That's it. You know what I mean? Like accepting that we can fellowship this way with our community. And I ain't did no shit like that in a minute. And it was good because it was like healthy debates. It was music being played. I brought actually. So there was a hiccup in the
this is a long answer.
Got long-winded, my nigga.
Did you bring chairs?
No. I'm gonna explain. There was a hiccup. There was a hiccup in the order. So the hamburger buns were supposed to be regular buns. The order came as Hawaiian style, which I don't mind because I like the flavor. That's some very modern day shit. But niggas needed plain buns, so I brought a few orders of buns, and then I also brought, this is the part where Jer was gonna roll his eyes, I bought a bottle of French rosé and Italian rosé. So
that's straight for the cookout. Okay. I mean, listen, bro, for the cookout you have to have all options at the cookout, right? Like, you know what I mean? So very much so. I applaud you for bringing, but you could have just said I brought some wine and some rolls. Like,
but I was explaining why that I brought, because I wasn't going to bring the rolls. I was only going to bring the wine and weed. You feel me?
So you wanted us to know that on low key you saved the burger aspect.
No,
of the cookout.
no, not at all, not at all, not at all. Because I told him, I was like, shit, the idea that niggas got Hawaiian, I'm thinking ghetto like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna go get a slice of pineapple. You know what I mean? I might add a little extra little shit and customize my shit.
So Trey, I feel like for the sides topic that Jerv was saying, and I don't know if I'm gonna get too Umar-ish or maybe it's just like a West Coast thing, and if we in the South.
Hey. Are you about to say no snow bunnies, no sand bunnies, no rice?
Hey. No, you know what's crazy? It was only one. Was only one in the building. I was shocked.
You took the words out of my mouth. I mean, but I feel like if we had some soul sisters, the aunties, that's where like our job is the grill, the drinks. You feel me? And I feel like if we don't have enough aunties there, where are the sides?
So the bunnies can't bring nothing. Like, can they go get some store-bought dessert or something? Like, that's smooth.
That's not
pumpkin pie though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Even that could get tricky, Jer, because how do they know which proper desserts to bring, where to go to get the
that's when you
can Google it.
That's when you get
you can't Google certain
that's when you get the nasty ass Jello.
Yeah, you can't Google certain shit.
Hey, don't bring that shit. The Jello shit that be like, like that look like a cake. Don't bring that.
You trying to tell me that they can't just go to a bakery and pick up a fucking lemon pound cake or something?
How would they know about lemon pound cake, Jer?
But I think
lemon pound cake is that's not common knowledge.
No, I don't believe so. I think
not in every
that's a very black activity.
Not in everybody thing. Juju, what up, bro? Happy birthday, brother.
Dog. Appreciate it, dog.
Happy birthday, Big Ju.
Appreciate y'all, man. In the building, man. Congratulations to Jer for landing mediocrity, guaranteed mediocrity in Philadelphia for another
great transition.
3-4 years. You did.
Jerv, how do you feel?
First of all, the nigga got on the jersey. He got on his jersey.
You feel me?
Jerv, do you own a jersey that say Jervay on the back?
Nah.
Is that MB jersey? Who jersey is that?
Yeah, it's MB. It's the
Simmons, ain't it 21?
Nah, we got rid of that. So I got the joint he wore when he did the Kobe game after Kobe passed. When he wore 24, I got that joint made.
Oh dang, that's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How you feeling though? How you feeling, man? You the voice of you the voice of the brotherly love city. Tell us what's going on.
It's real simple, my nigga. Check fucking rock. Like, I don't even understand what kind of question that is, baby. Like, we are the fuck outside. We got a complimentary piece that we took Tobias Harris and improved on that little situation over there. No matter what y'all want to say, no matter how much y'all gonna rain on our parade, we had Tobias Harris, and we said, all right, we'll just replace him with Paul George. You can't tell me that's not better than what the fuck we had. And now we hired a potential Boston Strangler Part dude. Come on now.
Hey,
come on now.
Hey, you see what's in Juju in Juju view.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, yo.
Yeah,
that shit's old, dog.
This shit new. The old one over there. You want me to go get the old one? I can go get
I'm good, player.
This from fresh off from Boston.
Oh, did you fly with that, or did you do you buy multiples? How does that work? Because you had it in Miami with you.
Nigga, I ain't take shit with me to Miami but these trophies and 2 shirts.
Yo, sick ass accessories, bro. That's some sick ass accessories, man. Oh my God, bro. All right, so realistically, Jason, how much better does the Sixers get? Do you see them reaching the finals off this acquisition?
The NBA finals?
Yes.
Yeah, nigga, it's only one.
Nah,
it's the conference.
It's a cup.
Nah, that's not the finals. That's not the finals.
That's why I had to be.
Y'all smart ass niggas know me,
man.
G League.
No, I don't think they beat Boston. Come on, man. Like let's keep it 100. Like let's keep it all the way real, bro. Like Boston.
I don't see them beating New York. They still got to beat that giant. Like the last time I checked, what have you done for me lately? They lost against New York.
The giant?
to the Philadelphia 76ers, they're on the beanstalk. To them.
Hey, my brother, it's your birthday, so I'm being respectful and letting you get your shit off. But I'm gonna tell you this. Check motherfucking rock, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Let's play ball. We can play it, though. We can play at the Wells. We can play it wherever y'all play. We can go down to we can go down to the Rucker. We can go down wherever y'all want to set these games up. I'm all game.
Paul George get the time. Now you want to go to the Rucker? Okay,
goddamn right, nigga. Let's check rock.
I mean, how do you feel? Do you think this move makes the Sixers a contender?
them niggas got a bench yet, or is it just them 5 niggas and that's it?
Exactly. They got Terrence Howard on the bench. Oops, my bad. Kelly Oubre Jr.
Oh, so niggas gonna act like Kelly Oubre didn't hoop last year?
He fired, bro. He a lot of
come on.
like him.
Come on, man.
Andre Drummond's not a solid bench guy to spell Joel Embiid.
Hell no.
Oh,
hell
come
no.
on, man. Oh, come on.
And that's your main issue. Like, is Joel Embiid gonna be healthy in the playoffs?
Right, this nigga taking his ass to the Olympics right now for what reason? Like, come on, bro. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to convince big brother to stay home because it really don't make no sense for him to be doing all that with the type of injuries that he done had. Am I mistaken?
My bad.
Oh, say less. Clip that yarn for the next year's playoffs. Right? You know I will clip it.
Yeah, Juju. Tell her. Talk your shit, bro. You champ.
They better win 3 in a row, bro. Hell nah.
Hey, I don't think the Sixers got it yet. I'm still. You gotta go through Boston. You know what I mean? You got to go through Boston. I'm not gonna disrespect them. They are a very good team. I've called them frauds. I've called them frauds and liars for so many years, and they shut me the fuck up. And I'm not on that side anymore. I think that Boston is a team you need to get through in the Eastern Conference.
Wait, don't you have a new team?
I do.
Oh,
Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. I got out of an abusive relationship with the Chicago Bulls.
Talk about it.
I stayed as long as I possibly could. You know what I'm saying? They didn't appreciate D-Rose, so he had to get up out of there. He's a Sacramento King now. Shout out to motherfucking DeMar DeRozan. That's why I see that niggas ain't listening closely. D-Rose.
Right, D-Rose. Yeah, I saw it. I saw the computers computing.
You know what I'm saying? But not a great feeling, man. Because I tried to, I felt good around the draft. And when they couldn't figure that out, and they can't move Zach LaVine, and they can't do all these things, I just
can't do this, and they won't do that.
And the fact that they're trying to be sorry, I'm sorry, Jerv.
Right.
That shit.
I wish they were. They're not trying to be sorry. That's the problem.
No, they said they're trying to unload all these motherfuckers so they can start over. And the crazy thing is, when you got pieces you can't get off, it's a fucking problem.
Right.
When you got pieces you can't. When niggas saying I can't, they not picking up the phone for Zach LaVine. I think Zach LaVine could still contribute to somebody, but niggas not pick up the phone for bruh.
For $40 million a year.
Not for his ticket.
The problem.
That ticket is crazy, bro.
I'd have gave you Tobias Harris for him.
Imagine going in the store and buying a Zach LaVine for that price. Like, come on, man.
Bro, the Bulls lost me this year when they drafted. What's that guy that
sound real racist, real fast.
Matas Bazelis.
Bazelis, like, salute to him, but Connect was right there.
I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what it's like. You ever been walking down like the street, maybe like New York or whatever, and a nigga says, "Yo, listen to my mixtape," and you're like, "All right, man, I'll fucking take it."
You take it?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm like you might say, "All right, whatever." Like, just give me the mix. Okay, fine. And then he says, "Whoa, that's $20." Like, oh, nigga, good thing you can keep it. I don't want, I'm doing you a favor. So it's like the same thing with Zach LaVine. If you give me Zach LaVine, like, here, just have the Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine is the Apple Pro Vision. Buying it at $3,500.
No, like, if you give me an Apple Pro Vision, I'll play with it. I'll have the games, whatever. You asking me to buy it? Nah, man, you got it. I don't need that shit in my life, man.
That's a good, I like myself for that one. That was a good analogy, Trey.
Now
you
saluting to me.
Yeah, bro. Like,
do I get a secondary assist? Do I get the secondary assist?
Right. You get a pause assist. It was a good pause.
This nigga shot the ball and then just fucking came back raising the roof. I'm trying to dap him up like
the Josh Hart shit. Hey, so let's move to the West Coast. The Sacramento Kings get DeMar DeRozan. Does the Sacramento Kings have the edge as the best team in the West?
What?
On paper. On paper.
What?
I'm actually.
What?
I know you got real beef. Hold on, Amin. You give your.
I just want Amin's take.
No. Amin gives his.
Crazy.
First of all, Amin gives his opinion last because he has real beef with Sac.
I don't have beef with Sac.
Okay, you have beef with one player. I don't even think you have beef with the player.
I don't have beef. I don't have beef with anybody.
There was an altercation at one. Y'all have history. Okay.
That is a history.
Jason, I know your answer already. As the resident Laker fan, do you still feel like the Lakers are the best team in the Pacific conference.
No, he doesn't feel like that at all.
No, I don't. No, I'm being honest, bro. Like,
so
I can't like with a straight conscience say that the Lakers are the best team anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are a middle of the road team that needed to get better and didn't. I mean, I pray that Dalton Connect 4. Shout out to him and AR, get it going.
Relying on white people is tight.
Relying on white people with nicknames is fire, though. I like that. That was like Connect 4, AR.
Yeah, because like Connect 4 and AR-15 is low key like
it's hard.
Them niggas is like Tony Hawk, nigga, in the race war. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or it sound like two niggas from the hood that'll beat your ass if you go across the other way. Like Connect 4 over there, bro. Nah.
But Jason, where do you think the Lakers are in the Pacific standings between those 4 teams?
Nigga, I don't even know who the Pacific teams is.
Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Suns.
Oh, okay. We better than the Warriors. We better than. I think we still better than Sac.
Can we throw flags on plays? Is that still allowed in this episode? Yeah.
Clip it. No, Jason, for real.
But I think low key we better than the Suns. The Suns ain't got no bench. The Suns is weak. So, who was the other team that I didn't mention?
Kings, Clippers, Warriors, and Suns.
Oh, so yeah, no, maybe we are the best team in the Pacific for sure.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jer,
Look.
what do you think? Who do you think is the best team in the Pacific?
I mean, I fall for the Suns bullshit every year, but either them or the King. I mean, the King. Yeah, the Kings. They regular season. You ain't talking about like winning.
No,
nothing
we not talking about.
we talking about regular season. Then it's the Kings.
I didn't
It's
say
the Kings
finals.
easily.
I'm just aligning it with this DeRozan acquisition. That's all I'm trying to see where they stand.
The Lakers are ass. The Warriors are old. The fucking Clippers are fucking ass. Kawhi's going to play 20 games. Yeah, it's probably the Kings.
Nah,
now you fired up because I said something. You ain't shit, Trey. You be saying this shit right the fuck up.
How you gonna give the Kings credit for not doing nothing? Like the Lakers was just
maybe I'm not. I'm just saying I think like niggas is ass. Like the Lakers are ass to me.
But the Lakers was just in the playoffs. Where was the Kings at?
Right.
They all were in a play-in game though.
Look, but I think the what fuck up the Lakers bid is they played the Nuggets round 1, bro. If we could have seen them play any other team, they would have had a chance to show us that down. They not really them same old Lakers. They caught the Joker in round 1, so it seemed like the same old BS. But I'm more agreeing with Jason than Jer here. But I do think the Kings are the best team in that division. If I could play that matrix situation, I agree with Jason more. But I
no
do
hypotheticals. Ain't no last years.
Ain't no trash. Season. Right, trash. I don't see ass with the Lakers. That's not here no more.
Okay.
So
who they get to make niggas think they not ass? What they do from last year to this year?
With that nigga sitting behind you on your green screen, you do not have
Whoa, why? Why? It's your birthday. You got it, player. You got it, player.
Hey, also, you know who had a better year than that dude right there? You know who had a better year than that dude right there? DeMar DeRozan, statistically.
You feel me? And here we are back to crib walking.
You feel me? But I mean,
he can't do that.
give us who you think is the best team in the Pacific.
Right. I know who wasn't in the Not Like Us video.
Got him. Got his ass.
He wanted to. He for sure wanted to invite.
He didn't get it?
Nah.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the first thing Trey said was the best in the West. That's why I flipped out.
Did I say best in the West?
You said
I said we're moving to the Western Conference.
No. When you said
you did say
the best in the West. When you looked at it, I mean, got beef. I'm like, nigga, like, does Oklahoma City not exist?
No, I would never. No, I was talking about the Pacific Division. That's why I was talking.
Pacific
about
is different. Yeah. Pacific is different.
I would never say that. I would never say them niggas is best.
I was shocked. I was like, "What's this?"
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
No, this thing was crazy. I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
So, as far as the Pacific Division, I would say it's between them and the Suns. Them and the Suns for sure. The Kings have been good. Last year they had a little problems with injuries or whatever. The Suns, I think they'll be better under Coach Bud, but also I think they got Monty Morris. He's gonna make a huge difference to them because he's just a point guard. He knows how to play. He knows how to play point the right way. And I think having a guy like that on a roster is going to help them tremendously. I know Denver wanted to bring him back. There's a lot of teams that wanted him, and so he chose to go to Phoenix, and I think that's going to help them a lot. Having said that, I think Sacramento a little younger and better constructed in terms of
they was beating the Warriors' ass.
And then
last
finally,
year.
and then finally, like I said, DeMar DeRozan, that's exact kind of old head vet that they need. If you think about it, he kind of almost replaces Harrison Barnes in that role, where Harrison
upgrade over HB.
As far as like a old head lead us through this thing. HB was that kind of guy. On the other hand, HB could play fours. He's bigger, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But like Sacramento got better. Yeah, Phoenix got better. Yeah, Clippers and Golden State. Then it becomes into like I don't know.
Yeah, they're just leaning on veterans.
I think Golden State got better, but that says more about how bad they were last year than it does about how good they got. I think Melton is a huge pickup for them. And Buddy Hield, this might be his best season, and we'll see like if he can kind of fit in the flow of how they do things. I think
they still didn't play for marketing. The Warriors,
as of this recording, yes, but
they're trying to move Andrew Wiggins. That's why he's not allowed to play in the prelims for Olympics.
Okay, man. So that'll change things. I mean, that would change things dramatically for them. Is it championship level? Still, even if they get marketing,
I just think they need to be in the mix. They're that type of team to be in the mix. They have enough of guys that are system guys that ain't gonna play out of they shit.
Right.
When you start adding other niggas, when you think about a DeMar being added to the Kings, it's kind of like he's very ball dominant. He can pass. He's been in certain situations where he had to like play power forward for fucking Greg Popovich, but then he's also had to be like the closer. And it's like, I don't necessarily have to be the closer anymore because De'Aaron Fox is there. Right. And then DeMontis doesn't. Malik Monk, like, you know what I mean? Like they've added guys. I like the Murray twin. He can shoot the ball. They got better defensively. They added one of the McDaniels guys. They drafted motherfucking Anthony Carter's son, who's a motherfucking beast on defense. So they've plugged in. They still have a huge gap in defense, but they're going to score a lot of fucking points. They're going to probably score 140 fucking points, but give up 130. So,
So it's like I feel like this is a regular season team, and I feel like none of these moves that I've seen in the offseason, either through the draft or free agency, feel like they've changed the matrix of who the top 4 teams are in the West and the top 2 or 3 teams are in the East. I feel like none of that has changed.
I agree with that, but going back to the Lakers, y'all didn't do shit, man. Y'all added.
I mean, we didn't do shit in free agency. I guess it's kind of all rests on Dalton Connect being a great rookie, which I thought he was really good to Tennessee to be a white boy and win Player of the Year in the SEC when it was actually a good basketball conference. It's kind of impressive, and bro really can't hoop. Right.
It was him versus Edie in to go to the Final Four.
Right.
You know what I mean? They had like 37 points type shit.
Yeah. So
I think I got a chance to watch Summer League yesterday, and my boy actually trains Connect, and he was explaining, I guess, after the game about how difficult it is now to get a fucking like DHO. You know what I'm saying? And basically get a dribble handoff and kind of have that control like he used to have in college. You know what I'm saying? Like of getting that bitch and just kind of going. And now it's like,
bro, one time, my bad. I don't want to be rude. It sounded like I was laughing during you talk. I got to just, so that people have context. I just noticed your hat for the first time, bro. Oh. I'm like, boy, that shit funny as hell. But that Danny DeVito,
yes.
My bad.
Only Sunny.
That shit hard.
Always Sunny. Always
Sunny. Yeah, I'm bugging.
Always and
oh my God. That might be a clip right there too.
There you go.
Yeah, clip that for sure.
There you go. But yeah, like there has to be some adjustments. I think Dalton is going to be the one that actually gets thrown into the fire. But what we think about the expensive second rounder? You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, say it. He's not expensive. He costs as much as most second rounders are cost. Like that's
True.
the second round exception.
That is a second round exception. But 4 points, 2 for 9 field goal. First game as a pro.
Hey,
First
I'm
game
gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say
22%.
this. So I always say summer league doesn't mean shit, and I mean it. But like, always remember, summer league doesn't mean shit. Meaning, like, if you do great, nobody gives a fuck, nigga. You summer league. But if you do poorly, niggas gonna be like, you did this shit in summer league, nigga. Like, whatever. So there's that one. But also, I've never seen a longer Sports Center highlight for a nigga that made 2 shots in my life. I was watching Sports Center last night. I was like, you would think this nigga had like fucking a triple double. The amount of shit that they showed, I was like, damn, man. And I felt bad for him, man, because he can't even have a game. Like, forget about a good game, but he just can't have a game. Niggas gonna sit here and dissect everything. Then they had Dave McMenamin talking afterwards and giving us the update. Like, why are we putting this expectation on him? He's a 55th pick, man.
Hey, because we know why. You know why. The same reason why they came in press. Same reason why they came to the press conference and said he earned the spot. Same reason why we came to the press conference and he said he didn't have intentions to play with his dad. The same way we came to the press conference and that shit looked like a fucking college. What's the fucking shit? When the orientation, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, the same shit. Like, when you go into this thing as a 6'1" small forward, because that's what they're using him as. I watched the entire game, and I'm like, this is the one time you get to play technically 9 games, because you're playing in the California Classic and you're going to play in Vegas to work on the things that you're not. So I would have threw him in the fire as a point guard. Instead, he's standing in the corner for 20 minutes.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you this. They told us, oh, this nigga's such a great shooter. He said like his shooting mechanics, da-da-da. And then, like, that's the thing. I hate when they try to just let him play, man. Like, stop trying to hype him up. Like, between draft day with the ESPN coverage where they were all like, oh, they was all like, well, let's talk about. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Why is everyone fucking dissecting the shit out? Just let him fucking play, man. And then it's sink or swim.
It's hard, man, because you on this stage. The same way, no, he don't get no off button. The same way we killing that man that behind Jer. You're part of the fraternity now, baby. You're part of the criticism.
I gotta blame the mainstream media on this one, man. You know what I'm saying? The MSM, they coming against my boy, man. You know, it's just let him live. Why they so pressed on, bro? Like, you know, this is just it's summer league, dog. Like, I remember when they was going hard on Lonzo. I remember that summer league too. It was like every pass, every shot, like, oh my God, it's so crucial.
You know what the similarities are? The what they have in common?
Yeah, the Lakers.
No, there's another thing. They both had a dad who told us that motherfucker better than all these motherfuckers out here. That's how it starts.
A nigga literally said he's better than niggas in the locker room. That's tough. Right. That's tough when you a nigga that really, nigga, your granny need a kidney. You playing hard to try to make this motherfucker, and a nigga tell you who averaged 4 points a game. That's the thing. I want to know. I'm curious about as a nigga that has tried to make it, right? As a nigga who's tried to make it, I've been in locker rooms where a nigga didn't want to talk to you. Like, because a nigga trying to make the team that bad, nigga, in the fucking D-League, a nigga just like, bitch ass nigga, I ain't trying to be your friend. So I can only imagine a nigga right now in that summer league team that know he don't have a shot. He don't have a shot, and he got to pass it to this nigga, or he got to sit behind a nigga and watch the nigga. Like, the nigga that's on 2A right now that shot 5 threes, I can't even think of his name right now. That nigga need that roster spot, and he's not going to get it.
Let me see what's wrong with the nigga, with that nigga. Whoever, if you out there and you that nigga, bruh, think of it this way. Try to look at it this way, because I done made so many mistakes in life. Bruh, LeBron, Bronny, he gonna get that roster spot, bruh. But you got 2-3 weeks to be around these folks, to network, make friends, got them get numbers. Best friend. You feel me?
Even Bronny's hanging out every night.
Ask Bronny, do he want to hop on the track one time, bro? Just anything, bro. It's all systems go now. Now is your league. It starts now, bro.
Bro, I would be best friends with that nigga. We go out to eat. We go work out in the morning. I was like, come on, let's go lift. I'll be that nigga every single day, man.
You know who that nigga was in McDonald's All America? And he wasn't even a nigga. Reed Shepherd.
Oh, for real?
Niggas was gang by the time the shit was by the time niggas was got it. Yo, that's my bro. Right. That nigga was posting him, reposting all that shit before he played the game. But Reed actually can go. Reed is shooting 53% from the three. But I'm gonna tell you though, like the summer league team is a summer league team. It's whatever. But like when they get to the regular season, I'm gonna tell you, if I'm Cam Reddish, I'm destroying this nigga every fucking time.
Yeah,
I'm like, you can play him, but the problem is that's not Cam Reddish's like resume as far as being a practice player, right? But if I was him, like I would make it a point. I'm gonna outplay this nigga every time we're in practice. Now you can play him. I ain't gonna say shit, but it's gonna get out like this nigga's getting ate up every day by the man that don't play. That's what I would do.
I got a question for all y'all. Do y'all think when Bron and Bronny play 1-on-1, do you think he still lets him win?
No.
Not at this point. Not now.
No. When do you think it was the turning point?
That shit stopped 3 weeks ago. My opinion.
Right before the draft.
Like when do you think he let him know, like, hey, dog, like you actually can't beat me though. Like and you need to know this, son.
He was letting him beat him for a little bit.
I don't think that nigga ever beat him.
You don't think he ever beat him?
Man,
here's a problem, Jason. Here's a problem. On the one hand, like I think LeBron's too much of a competitor. He would never let his kid beat him. Right? He always let him get close.
Get close. He probably be like, oh, you know the fake like, oh, like, and then the nigga be like, man, I'll be cooking, dad. He low key lucky. I'll be doing this and the third, and that nigga just end up turning up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like when they was doing the shooting contest shit.
Right.
That nigga started making it like, all right, bro, y'all got the camera on. Come on, we're playing. I really do this shit.
So you don't think not one time he ever let him beat him?
That nigga ain't never beat Bron, nigga. Bron nice.
Maybe
still.
Maybe in like some horse shit or whatever, like you know, like it's a shooting drill, but not like we go in
free throw contest.
Not Jesus Shuttlesworth.
No way.
Absolutely not. That's it's lockdown.
Did you see that nigga daddy just dunk and flush the other day in USA practice?
Yeah, I saw that.
Juju, we had this question posted us in the break room the other day. Nigga said, at what age do you think you can LeBron James? Like, and Juju said 16. I was like, nigga, you out of your mind. At 16, this thing was on the cover of fucking Sports Illustrated. But what age do y'all think, like, if you're this age right now, you're not the same age. You are whatever age you are right now. What age could you, the last age you think you could have beaten LeBron?
Yeah, I think I told you. I think
probably like 10.
I think
did
8.
we do this already?
Remember
we did it in the chat.
We did it in the chat.
Because remember Trey got confused. Trey said 16 because Trey was thinking that
of myself that I was
himself
16.
at 16, and then we had to switch it up. But I said I'm not gonna lie. I think an 8-year-old LeBron is the last time I would have got. And once he developed the shot,
by an 8-year-old is fucking crazy.
No, I would have beat him at 8. But once he hit 9 and he had like a shot
by 9-year-old.
Yeah, and like a crossover, bro. It's some 9-year-olds with game. That's what I'm saying. Think of a 9-year-old LeBron James with like a very accurate, like determined. He goes to the park every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like he plays.
He's still 9.
I'm destroying 12-year-old LeBron. I'm destroying him.
So Jason, at 11, he was 5'7".
Yeah, he would have kicked my ass at 11.
Well, Jason,
that's what I'm saying. I'm 5'8" now, and I would be winded.
You got to have something.
By the time, bro, if I go up 6'3", right, like we playing the game ones, right, going to 11, and I'm up like 6'3" on LeBron, 11-year-old LeBron, he's 5'7". At that point, I'm tired as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, by the time me getting that 7th, 8th, and 9th point is gonna be such a slog for me.
That shit gonna be a game 7 for you each attempt.
You feel me? Like, and he's gonna have so much energy. It's gonna be.
He was 5'7".
It's gonna be 5. It's gonna be 7'6", and I'm gonna be done.
All you gotta do is talk shit, man. He's 11 years old. Like it falls apart, man. All you gotta do is talk shit. Is like, oh, that's gonna cost you. It should say shit like that. We'll get frustrated, like, oh.
I can't wait to this. I can't wait to Jer clips this, and then they're gonna say Amin could beat 11-year-old Bron, and then Bron's gonna be like, Amin said that.
The nigga will never acknowledge me.
Everybody else,
I know. No, he's very good at not acknowledging niggas that
he'll never acknowledge.
He don't do that at all.
Everybody got to give him an age. So, I mean, what's the age you feel like you couldn't beat him at no more?
Juju, what I said last time? Like 12, I think? 12, 13?
Yeah, I think we got 13, 12-year-old. I feel like
that's what I said. I said I think I'll beat him at 12, like through mind games. By 13, like I think it'd be done by then. So.
Did he hit a growth spurt at 13 or 14 or something?
Let me see how.
Because I feel like if he's 5'7", bro, you still got you got some height on him. You just mouse in the house.
When LeBron was 13, hold on. When he was 14, he was 6'3", so it's too late.
Oh yeah, no,
that's what I'm saying. 14,
you get banged on. You get banged on.
Right.
You get
not playing.
14-year-old is smoking. You might not get a point.
13, he was 6 feet tall.
13.
Okay, I'm at 12. I go 12.
I don't like that.
At 13, he's my height.
I don't like that choice.
I'm dragging him because he can't. I can post him up. I'm dragging 13 on the
I'm gonna go 11. 11 for me.
11?
Yeah.
Come
11.
on, nah.
No, you can get to 12, bro.
Right,
you can get 12.
12. You can go 13 for real.
Yeah, he was 6'4", 170.
Right now,
today. I ain't got no win. I've been smoking.
I ain't got no
13.
I ain't got no ligament. I ain't got no ligaments in my knees, Juju. 11.
Damn. 11.
Because I'm gonna have to make. First of all, I'm gonna have to make every shot every time I had the ball.
Yeah.
For one, because I can't defend after that.
Take him down. Take him down to
mouse in the house.
Chamber.
Yeah, but see, I don't even have weight to throw around. That's the funny thing about it. I'm not even like on some back to the back hook shit. I'm just like I might literally have to bop him with some shit like.
You're not a child. You're not a child.
I get it, but like I'm not about to just
come on, Unc.
He start doing the trick like keep the ball between your legs, but like he threw it.
Man, I feel like that. I feel like that young nigga probably was on some other shit. I can't even lie.
And I mean, you're saying you talking shit, but imagine the nigga who's 11, 12 that plays basketball all day, every day. He's playing against older niggas. He's playing against niggas talking shit to him. Like Juju said, he probably like, come on, Unc, what you got, Unc? Like he probably doing niggas so cold with this. He probably doing the spin around Iverson on the floor, like hitting you with some shit, and you like.
I'm gonna use all my files too. I'm street ball. I'm gonna use all of my guys.
Do I know everything I know about him? Like I know about like his life and everything too.
Bro, he a stranger, bro.
I definitely I'll do the mental shit with like Amin said. Nigga, where's your dad?
I'm gonna show you.
Hey, that's only gonna fire him up. You think that nigga hadn't heard that?
No. He ain't heard it from me. He ain't heard it from me, gang. I'm a seasoned vet.
Jer said, "I'm gonna show you some shit your dad should have showed you."
Nigga like, too soon? Am I too soon? That nigga dad gonna be not too far away.
Speaking of dad and washed, Jay-Z was filmed walking with his crew around, and the internet made a big deal about it. People forget that Jay-Z is a 50-year-old man, 54-year-old at that.
Exactly. Nigga call that Rockefeller.
Rockefeller. I need to trademark that. That's
bro, that should be hard for real.
Yeah,
Rockefeller with the Rockefeller skywalks, airwalks.
Yeah, come on. We need that. We need the walking club. Look, man, I'm rolling with Jigga. We need that. You know what I'm saying? Get black. You was talking about it earlier, Trey. Black men, we die young. Gunshots, heart disease, cancer, all the shit. So we need to get out, get our steps in. You feel me? Like
I was not teasing that nigga for that.
People have a problem with it.
I mean, niggas get jokes off.
I think the thing is more so accepting your hero or someone that you thought was like the ultimately coolest transition out of the cool. And I think that cool becomes a different definition as you age, right? And to see a nigga like Hove, like, why the nigga walking? It's like, nigga, that nigga's 50, almost 55 years old, bro. Like, what do you think a 55-year-old, if your parent was the same age as Jay-Z, What do you think your parent is doing at this moment? Do you think your parent
criticizing someone for getting exercise is that's a very sick thing. But damn, niggas can't exercise.
But that's
I mean, that's how Nas won the Ether, right? He called the nigga Tybo Ho, 36 in the karate class.
It's not how he won.
No, it's not. But I'm just saying, like, that was a hilarious shot at the time. He was criticizing nigga for exercising. That's what that was.
That was my favorite line in the whole goddamn song, man.
For real. Tybo Ho.
Yeah.
Bro, I think it's a testament.
Shout out to Billy Blanks.
Hey, man, whole time, Hov just trying to transition into his 30s, man, and stay fit on some athletic shit, and Nas teasing him for it.
Nah,
this nigga work out with Tybo.
Right. That's why we need more rappers to normalize real life, bruh. All we be talking about is the diamonds. Salute to Larry June. We be talking about them diamonds. We be talking about this make-believe world, and we be thinking these folks larger than life. And remember, this 50, hip-hop is 50 right now. That means we got old head 50-year-old rappers. We got people, 50-year-old rap fans. So we got to capitalize on, like, everybody, bro. We got folks in the nursing home that like rap. Shit, they put up some walking programs, bro. Ain't nobody too cool to be goddamn doing some shit for your fans. You feel me? Your fans in the nursing home.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. This is sick. And on this note of exercise and being cool and all that, I'm with y'all. But what about Stephen A. Smith boxing? How do y'all feel about
that? I'm good. I'm good.
Niggas trying to stay in shape, man. You ain't seen Stephen A. Oh,
it's a difference though. Stephen A. Smith posted it to the gram. I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah. And Jay-Z got caught.
Right, he living his life, bro. Normalize exercising as an adult. Well, for real, so give us the exercise routine. For real, don't hold it all to yourself.
That nigga told us.
Age what?
He told us, but he was lying.
52,
that nigga was on there lying. He said he do. I think 200 planks or some shit. And niggas, the internet tore his ass up.
Like, who said that?
200 planks.
Pharrell said he do like 200 planks, bro. The internet was pissed the fuck off with that nigga, man. Talking about his workout plan. And niggas is like, yo, we ain't seen none of the motherfucking six pack.
Hey, but I like when niggas switch up the style from like on some unhealthy shit to get into the weight lift or exercise bag. Like,
there you go.
I never forget, bro, when Dr. Dre did that shit. Like, oh yeah.
Hey man, my boy getting right.
I feel like them boxing trainers might be worse than hoop trainers now. Them niggas stealing money. They should be having the niggas go through that same combo.
What was that?
Like, this nigga acting like he fighting on Street Fighter, nigga. With
that wasn't even a two-piece. What was that?
Like, you ain't gonna never be in a you ain't gonna never be in a situation like that throwing that punch, nigga. But shout out to
somebody if he's sitting down and somebody over his shoulder.
But the craziest thing about that shit, right?
Watch out, Molly. He's right behind you.
Right.
It's now when you post shit like that, it's a nigga trying you to make sure your shit like that on that. It's a nigga gonna run up and be trying to think they can do that.
Well, not everybody, because Gucci Mane had a transformation. Well, his happened in jail, but ain't nobody running up on that nigga.
Right.
You feel me?
I mean trying him. It's a difference because, again, this is a nigga that a nigga only look at him as a commentator. I mean, or analyst, and don't see him as a nigga that
as a nigga.
As a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Stop right there.
So
I think they have a responsibility to us, especially like Jay-Z, bro. You had us drinking Ace of Spades, you had us drinking all this shit, bro, and you was capitalizing off us. Now let's help them same folks. Let's get our shit right because you fucked our liver up. We supported you. Can we get some exercise regimen? That's why I think it's good for these older rappers to be more real, bro. You ain't got to be just Ozempic out. Just come on, show us how you get in there.
Juju, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Do some push-ups. Shout out to K-Dot. Do some push-ups.
Feel me?
The problem is the guy like Jay-Z or whatever, these kids ain't listening to no fucking Jay-Z. Like back in the day, you're right. Like niggas literally like remember like niggas literally stopped wearing jerseys because Jay-Z said I don't wear jerseys. Like it's but
I don't think the thing. That's the point, bro. It's like no, but kids ain't listening. But it's that's why Griselda is such a good. Griselda is a good example. Yes, the kids does not want to hear boom pop, but guess what? There's 40, 50, 60-year-olds that was your fans in the 90s that's still just as important as these kids.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You feel me?
But is there someone who is influential like that, like the way Jay-Z was?
Again, I would say it like this, right? I would say not influential, but the nigga has invested his entire brand off of, like, I would say Dom Kennedy and motherfucking Currency walked for Larry June to have this lane, right? But then also Larry June popped at the right time, right? In the pandemic where niggas was at the house and he like, drink a smoothie, you bitch ass nigga. And niggas over there like, well, damn, like, all right, go for a walk, ride your bike. Like, he's saying, go work on your credit score. He ain't even throwing it in the wrong. Just bought this $50 cologne, you know what I'm saying? Organic orange juice. And niggas is just going and following it because they just think it's just the coolest shit ever, but it's at least improving health. So I can't even be mad at it because, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm like, all right.
But you said for the younger niggas?
Yeah, that's up because I don't think Styles P. Like, I don't think younger niggas. Styles P do that shit too. Styles P do that shit too with and Kiss with the whole like drinking juice for life, juices and all that stuff. So like, it's definitely people who are promoting better lifestyles, and shout out to them. But I'm just asking, like, who's the guy? Is there someone who comes close to the level of influence? When niggas said, I don't drive X5s, we save them for baby mamas, and niggas who couldn't even afford an X5, well, now we see someone drive, this nigga driving an X5.
I think that's like Travis Scott.
I think for the kids, it would be Travis. I think it would be Travis Scott. Yeah. I think non-music, it would be Kai Cenat. Yeah, I think exactly. For hoop, it'll be the Newman brothers, the middle school kids out of Houston. There's just a lot of people that got, again,
the Newman. Okay.
They running this shit. It's a whole YouTube hoops right now is a whole nother hole that you don't even want to go down, bro. Because I seen this shit. That nigga had more motion than motherfucking Anthony Edwards, and I could not believe it.
Damn.
What?
Yes. And I couldn't believe it. I don't understand the hype of like YouTube hoopers, but it is a thing now. This kid is in the 7th grade or 8th grade. I met him at McDonald's All-American, and they got motion. They got the most fucking motion you possibly could think of. And they just be having regular AAU games. So if them kids was like, yo.
Are they good?
They solid. The older brother's in high school, but the younger brother is the one who really got all emotion. So I ain't never seen nobody upstage Anthony Edwards in the building.
But what's the appeal? I'm being an old man here.
I just think they're just pushing like a vlog whole series of like, making it cool because these kids got courtside seats. They chilling like. It is a different world, bro. But the little kids stream them just like how the kids used to stream them toys, opening up the toys. It is that era into hoops. It is a whole nother thing. And
but I'm like, but they're not. I'm watching. This is their highlights, and I'm like, they're not. They're pretty regular high school players. Why? But because they just put their life out there.
I was gonna say. I think it's just a condition of niggas like wanting to access the things that's online consistently. Like that's what's hot. Like if you online consistently.
I mean, so frustrating.
Yeah, like he like flabbergasted, but like
it's shit, bro.
Yeah.
The difference between the Florida nigga and being Boom Gang. It's just shit. It's gang shit.
And also, I mean, on the health shit, I think the consciousness or just like the style of being young is not around like concern with being healthy, you know?
Right.
So
it's never been. But it's never been.
So it's like, so that's what I'm saying.
So,
so niggas in their 20s and early 30s is not gonna be, you see what age like the Wiz Khalifas and certain niggas start posting gym videos and shit like that. Like not when they smoking weed at 23 and you know what I'm saying, every night. Like niggas like shit.
Well, in Wiz's defense, when he came out, when he was smoking weed, he was telling niggas stop eating all that nutty snacks and shit and go get your fruits and your vegetables and all that shit for your snacks. Just for full context.
Right.
Bad Bunny as well.
Hey, Jer, for context, can you share this? I just dropped this in the chat and show this so our listeners could understand the hype of Nelson and his brothers, because this shit is insane to me. Like, I only know because I have to book as an influencer. You know what I'm saying? On that end. But pull up this clip, bro. Because this shit is insane draw. And I'm with you, I mean. I don't get it, but I respect it.
Got in the game, I was low-key frying, I'm not gonna lie. Had a little Euro, leg, 3-pointers, you know, I was cooking.
He's also playing like
too. It's 2 of them.
That was fire.
Yeah.
I mean, fans popped out.
Yeah, I seen Buddy.
Cooking. The whole team was cooking. We blew him out probably about 50.
Yo, people will clamor for white people doing shit that black people do every day. Shit that black people do every day. Somebody white do it like, oh shit, oh, let me take a breath. I'm like, what is he doing?
I just assumed they would be black.
Like hot too.
I rock with the young bull, man. He got his motion, man. He getting it. But I'm as me being a hooper, and you know, I get basically getting pushed off the court by older niggas when I wanted to hoop with them. It's just different, and it's hard to digest that way. You know what I mean? But this is the state of the game.
We need
It's the new niggas, bro. Like the new niggas, them niggas look cool as hell. You know what I mean? Especially to their age group. It's like whatever we had in high school, this is what comes with that now. You a cool nigga in high school. Oh shit, you can do a blog and be extra cool to niggas all over the world type shit. So shit, I salute it. You know what I mean?
Juju, to that point, Jerv, how do you feel about
Same for Cam Wilder?
How do you feel about the kid that the Sixers drafted? The kid from Duke.
Fire.
Oh, I'm cool. He can hoop.
Cool.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
I'm talking about all the shit the niggas done 7 videos of I'm a girl from London, da da da. Like since he,
yeah, I mean, listen.
They do what? What now?
Niggas is
he's a TikTok. He's not a TikTok star. Yeah, he's not.
No, I know who you're talking about. But
basically to make it plain, he do videos that someone could consider being homosexual or gay. But my thing is, bro, I don't give a damn if he gay, not. That nigga fire as hell and he cool.
Juju, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about could it be gay or could it not be gay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the nigga did like the nigga is to play in the NBA. I think like is an incredible privilege, and every year there's 16 more niggas that's trying to take your job.
Right.
So you gotta approach it with like a level of locked in that goes beyond whatever a regular person's version of locked in is. And I don't know if you can. I'm not because it's the time. I'm not doing the hey, why are you in the studio, Damian Lillard? Why aren't you in the gym? I'm not doing that thing. I'm doing the thing where I see where this goes, where how people who do these things, create a mentality of like, yo, I need validation through likes and comments and shares and all that shit, right? It consumes them. And everything always comes second to that. You can say, oh, no, I got my practice, I got my shots in. But, dog, as long as this shit is important to you, it eats away at it. It's not like being interested in fashion. It's not like being interested in music. It's not like being interested in movie making, right? Like actual art forms. The whole point of this shit right there, when they post, whether it's TikTok or Instagram or whatever, is look at me. So we just watched these kids right here play basketball at, I would say, a fairly average level. But they are successful because they're really good at the look at me shit. If you take that mentality and put it into someone who is actually good at basketball, I think it limits how good you can be. They're probably as good as they're going to be. I don't know if this, yeah.
Okay, so I have a couple of thoughts on that, but my main one is like I feel like there's kind of an evolution from of a style of player, and they might not be this style of player who likes to do other things, from the Shaqs and Dennis Rodman going out having fun, Shaq having fun and having a rap career and a film career, elevating now to the millennials who are Podcast P, Draymond Green, where a lot of these guys are focused on the podcast things, which is not related to, them getting better at basketball. And I feel like the younger generation has this TikTok, Instagram, fascination that I think, like, to me, seems like it all occupies about the same amount of brain space. And that's just kind of the evolution of that type of person who consumes media or is within the media space in that regard and also is a player. But you're saying that it's purely detrimental, or are you saying that it's different from the podcast era that we just came out of or started?
I think 2 things. One, I think it's different. It is more direct as far, because even when you do a podcast, you're not getting the instant feedback of numbers, of downloads. You have to ask, and they got to run the report and shit like that. But as opposed to, I posted some shit and now I can check some more. I can check again, right? That's the one. 2 is, and I think this is important, Draymond Green started a podcast after he was X amount of time All-Star, 3-time NBA champion, all defensive player. Paul George started a podcast after being Olympic gold medalist, 17 million time All-Star, All NBA. That, like, this dude's coming in the league saying,
right,
hold on.
It's like he said. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. It's you walking in the league kind of like, I already have these priorities. Not like, okay, I figured out who I am as an NBA player. I figured out my NBA life. Let me try to do this shit on the side. And again, even the Shaq example, I think it's different. Yes, you're right. That is the version that happened back then. But I think with Shaq and Dame and all them guys, like, again, all of that stuff, the feedback is delayed. I'll make a movie. Shaq wants to make a movie. Dog, that movie ain't gonna be out for a year, maybe even longer. As opposed to recorded it, posted it, and all right, it is constant. There's a constancy to it that never goes away. And I see how the impact it has on people. And we already know the commissioner talking about how many players in the league are depressed. Why? Because niggas talk shit about them more. We already know how many niggas talk about, damn, man, like, they're giving me problems because their prop bets didn't hit. Like, they're already telling you this thing is already in their head. Now imagine someone who's like, my identity outside of being a basketball player is tied into this. You can't tell me that shit you can compartmentalize and be like, no, that's just some shit I do on my free time. It's not some shit he do on his free time. That's why he's like one of the top TikTokers in the fucking world.
I think it could be compartmentalized because today's kids and today's generation, they grow up with their phone in their hand. We used to go outside and play. We play street football and come back with bruises. You know what I mean? But some of these guys, they are so insecure and in like real life situations that this becomes their identity. The same way that like Deion Sanders must be the money. He was living a certain life, but still was professional enough to say, you know what, when it's time, it's time. Mm-hmm. I think that can serve the social media era in today's age. I think that's who he is regardless. That's something that he has control of regardless. And it sucks that it's one of those things that's poison like social media, but I compare what he's going through the social media to the drug pandemic of the 80s or the night or whatever. Like, yes, NBA players was awesome, but every now and then they go do a little something. And I feel like that little something is social media for some of these kids now. You feel me? And so as much as they can control that drug habit, I think Brother McCain is going to have that type of scenario, not necessarily detrimental to the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I got you. Again, the only one thing I would say to what you just said, Juju, is Deion, again, must be the money, all that shit. That was after that nigga was in 2 different leagues. He didn't come out of Florida State, must be the money. That's 2 different, like,
But that's what's good about him. He's coming out of Duke. He's not a professional coming with this. You feel me? Yeah. Now, if he was already going and had to deal with this somewhere along the lines, of course. But he's making videos already saying that I know as soon as I have a bad game, they're gonna say I'm this, they're gonna say I'm that, they're gonna pump me with the lipstick on or whatever. And I feel like that right there is important for a young guy to have the wherewithal to already see, hey man, this come with what I do. And most niggas don't even give that to themselves. Most niggas think what I do is so cool. How dare you type shit thinking it's not cool. You know what I mean?
I agree with you, Joe. I agree with you, but might be a little different here. You know what I mean? Like I just hope he's strong enough.
Here and where?
Philadelphia? Like Philadelphia, like a town like Philly, you know, it's we're blue collar, so like New York, your Bostons, all those joints. Like all this shit is cool. Just be good. I don't give a fuck what he does, right? Like, just be good. The minute you look like your ass, and it's like, well, damn, my nigga, you just was you're in the craziest slump. I get that these TikToks is hitting, my nigga, but like, just put a couple extra shots up, maybe, or like, I don't know.
Can we still give him the patience of an NBA rookie that's learning his?
Oh, for sure.
Probably with Uzi Vert making the team get more money or some shit. By the time I can probably see it, the same city that forgive Meek Mill for losing to Drake. I feel like the city it's a rough city, but at the same time, the city is 2024. Lil Uzi is y'all biggest nigga. That's y'all man's, and that nigga is the same. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how tough you want to be, Philly beer, you probably take prop. No.
Hold on, bro.
Let him rock.
Acceptance. What I'm saying is
Uzi's the world.
With the city of Philadelphia is showing Uzi acceptance, and I feel like y'all can show brother McCain acceptance.
Jerv, like that nigga should have got drafted by Atlanta.
Jerv
or LA.
Jerv,
that nigga.
I'm just with it. Like, it's whatever. Like, I get Uzi.
You know what?
I get the Uzi phenomenon, but like, Uzi's the world, my nigga. Like, he ain't just us anymore.
Let me just say it right now, because I'm gonna call Jerv out for being a fraud. Y'all know why Jerv is so like patient with? Because the nigga went to Duke. If that nigga went to Carolina, Jerv would be like, this nigga, we drafted him.
I will say I watched him. I watched him all year. So, it's for me, it's easy to accept all the extra shit that comes along with him being on the squad, because I watched him play and I know he's a dog and I know he can hoop. You know what I mean? Like, I was okay with the draft pick. I don't mind. All that other shit is irrelevant to me. It's a little bit more on my timeline now, just because my timeline is very Philly centric and not like Duke, because, you know, my friends are from Philly. Majority of people I know are from Philly, right? So like my timeline is that, but so like now I see it more, but I tune all that shit out, bro. If he can hoop, it's all good. If he can't hoop,
bro, number one, if he couldn't hoop, he wouldn't be in the league. Number two, brother, my thing, this is where I'm at with it. If you want to see where you at with somebody, be a burden. My thing is, bro, what if it take y'all some patience? What if it take him a couple weeks to get right? What if it take him a couple of months to get right? What if it take him a minute to get right? So what y'all saying is, he better be ready, because he do TikToks in the way that he do it, and y'all ain't gonna
No. He gets his patience as a rookie,
you
bro.
You can't have both of them. You can't be like,
yes, you can. You can let him as long, bro. Okay, I'm saying if he comes in and he looks like a regular rookie, a rookie that I can tell can play basketball at this level, but he just needs time to figure out the speed of the game, to understand, like, all that shit. I get all that, but if he gets out there and it just looks like,
what you think he gonna do when he get out
there? No, I'm saying, bro, I'm saying if he gets out there and he doesn't look like he belongs on an NBA court. We've seen people play, and it's not a foolproof plan, but you know when you see a nigga step on the court, you know if you could tell that nigga belongs out there or if he doesn't. As long as he looks like he belongs, all that other shit, he gets the same amount of time everybody else gets that gets picked at 16, 17, 18, 19 on a team. If he gets out there and he's fucking getting trapped and he's throwing the ball out of bounds every fucking time and he looks scared, then we got a whole nother conversation. It's like, damn, my nigga.
Don't have a conversation with the young brother. Had a conversation with Daryl Morey, who the one who brought him into the organization.
Oh yeah, Daryl Morey's a liar.
What I'm saying, these young brothers live under so much pressure. This is some more. This is pressure That's what I'm saying. Like, brother, we have to lead the charge on giving grace to our young brothers, man. If these folks in the office is picking these folks up, let's blame
I give him all the grace, my nigga.
It's not
If he can't play, he just got to go to a new squad.
That's straight on the young, immature, not immature, but the young adult, young black male to get it right. You better be right. You better be right if you're going. Who the fuck is
they not like us? They not like us.
And for the record, if he was white, I would be saying the same shit.
Or whatever. You always got a home here at the Bomm, man. Come on, man. Fuck these
yeah, he can come on the show. Hell yeah. He just might need to be on another squad if he can't hoop, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying don't put him in the league.
Go to Daryl Morey with that. Go to Daryl Morey.
Yes, Daryl Morey's a liar, bro. I'm with you. I stand tall with that. He just had a good
my young brothers no more, bro. I don't stand gay, straight, whatever. I don't stand for no more beating up of the young brothers. No. Same way about the ladies. We got to be really attentive and intentional about defending our young brothers. Fuck that.
Right.
I'm patient with you, big bro. You ain't even on my team.
Right. And to Juju's point about the analogy between now and then and what the vice may have been back in the day, we had Michael Irvin and Lawrence Taylor. They was ballers and they was doing a lot of things. So on that note, going back to the 80s, did y'all watch Beverly Hills Cop?
I watched it. Shouts to the OG. I guess my quick little opinion on it, because I finished right before the show. Good to see Eddie Murphy just active. I don't give a fuck about all other shit. That black man out here doing moves and still being active. And it was cool. Like I said, I was kind of losing interest. I think it's hard for me to watch that type of movie, like, and have that appetite and be excited about it. I mentioned it because I'm like, oh, this would be cool. But like, by the time I actually sent that text out to the chat, I was like, fuck, I gotta watch this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, fuck, I ain't really have a gauge for it. But Jason, you're the expert. Give me your opinion.
Man, I was expecting Amina to still be here, but
can't watch it.
I mean, watch it.
Oh, okay. Man, it was funny. I rewatched 2 the other day, and not to divert from the question, but I realized, like, they really go by a formula when making these movies. You know what I'm saying? In particular, like, obviously all franchises kind of have whatever the formula of the franchise is, but, like, you know, they got the scene where Eddie walks up to the hostess, maitre d' or whatever, and he pretends to be somebody else. He got a bag with an explosive, or he got, you know what I'm saying, a different accent or something, and he flip it on them and make them feel uncomfortable and let them in the spot, right? So that, like, scene is always in the movies. You know, the shit with him and the dude in Detroit, right? He's always got a boss in Detroit who's on his head. That dude passed away in real life, but I think he got killed in the last movie too. So now he got his boy Paul Reiser played that character in this one, right? Where it's like, Axel, what the fuck are you doing in Beverly Hills? You're fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was always going to be a part of the movie. So I like, you know, that they stuck to their guns. Yeah, the theme, and right, and just kind of kept that rolling. They gave him a daughter. That was like the big, you know, angle in this one. I thought she was pretty cool. You know, like, only thing is that I would have preferred if they gave it to, like, a more of a comedic actress. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they made it more into comedy, like, because she was very serious, and, like, she made the thing, like, the film, a lot more serious.
Is she Gabrielle Union in Bad Boys?
Yeah. Kind of like that, exactly. Yeah. So, you know, without being like the bad bitch, you know, she was just like a you know, cool looking chick. And shout out to her. She did a good job in the movie. I'm not knocking her at all. Just depicting about how they chose to make her role. And then you just see everybody else is old. Like, Billy is old as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Taggart is
gray hair.
Yeah. Taggart is old as fuck. And it's just crazy to see. And Eddie still look, you know, black don't crack, man. Eddie still look good. So it was good. Like you said, it was good to see Eddie, like, in that. I think this was a lot better than Coming to America 2. You know, this was on his reboot tip. Like, I feel like it was just just a cooler watch, you know. And it was just a Netflix movie. It wasn't nothing like, you know, out there that was like, oh, this should have been in theaters. It was just like, oh, this is a cool little Netflix. Like, he got his bag. Like, you know, that was really all I came away.
Yeah, it's the play. He been selling all his comeback movies is involving him having a kid. I don't know if he's doing that, but Coming to America and now this.
Well, you know, his daughter played one of the cops in the movie. So when he gets arrested in Beverly Hills on the street or whatever, his daughter plays that like small role in the film. So I thought that was cool. He got his daughter, you know, shout out to nepotism, Black nepotism. We repping that.
The year of Black nepotism.
But going back and watching the old ones, so it was a couple of things that was like kind of stood out to me. I didn't know that Tony Scott directed the second one, which Tony Scott was one of my favorite directors. Like, he did Top Gun, Man on Fire, like, you know, and RIP to him, you know, like, he passed away a few years ago. Bro was just one of the dopest action directors. So I started looking up the behind, you know, whatever on the movie. And it said basically the nigga didn't put no funny shit in when they first did the first cut, because he was such an action-minded dude. They was like, bro, this is a comedy. So they had to go back and like reshoot and add a bunch of scenes with comedy in it to make the movie on some funny shit. The villain in that movie is also Brigitte Nielsen, which was crazy because she was low-key bad. And I only knew her from Flavor of Love. And you know what I'm saying? So I'd only seen her as that older. And I think I've seen Beverly Hills Cop when I was a kid, but I didn't remember. I mean, part 2. But I was like, damn, that was crazy. She was like the tall, blonde, whatever, femme fatale joint. And then the last thing, that movie came out in 1987 and was the #1 movie when I was born. So I was like, man, that's actually kind of dope because that shit came out when I was. So yeah, that's my Beverly Hills Cop film nerd bullshit. What y'all think?
I liked the movie. It was good. It was funny. Yeah, I mean, it was nostalgic.
Yeah.
All right, it was good to see them niggas still kicking, bro. I wish they would have gave Buddy some gray hair. That's all. I wish they would have dyed my boy hair brown, because that shit was crazy.
And you know what movie reminded me of? Did y'all fuck with Lethal Weapons?
Yeah.
It reminded me of Lethal Weapon 4 when they brought Chris Rock in, because they had old boy from Batman that played Robin, Justin Long, is that his name?
He was smashing the daughter.
Yeah, he was smashing the daughter. So that was a cool little funny storyline, you know, but he was like the new young cop, like how they brought in Chris Rock on Lethal Weapon. You know what I'm saying? When they got old, they brought in my dog. And then Kevin Bacon did good, you know. Shout out to Kevin Bacon. He played Kevin
Bacon always played a villain shit.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't been a good nigga in a long time. They typecasted him like,
right. You know, when you see that nigga on the screen, he the bad guy. Like,
he the bad guy.
One time he was a good guy was in Tremors with the damn niggas on the under the ground, them big ass monsters.
Mm-hmm. It's been a minute, bro. That nigga been playing evil niggas every time, and
he's slimy.
And his wrinkles look like scars.
Yeah,
it look like he done got slashed on the accident doing some dirty shit.
When that nigga got a clean ass suit on with that smile, you know that nigga up to no good.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's wrap this up with Not Like Us video. What'd you think, Jason? Man,
I thought it was a good video. Like, we haven't had a really good hip hop video that everybody like fucked with in a while. Same way with the song, right? And I think like it just delivered without being extra. That was the thing. Like, my main takeaway was niggas online was like, what if he do this? What if he do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? All the conspiracy theories. I'm like, dawg, bro is not no extra out ass nigga. Like, he never been that. You feel me? He made a song where he was talking shit, but like, niggas make records talking shit. That's what a rapper does. But y'all thinking the nigga gonna expose the CIA secrets and shit in the music video. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, I thought Tommy the Clown was dope. I thought the push-up scene was dope. I thought the scene at, you know, the docks or whatever was dope. The Rosen cameo was fly. You know what I'm saying? I always love the random like NBA nigga cameo. I've done that in a video or two. So yeah, I thought it was a hard video. Like, you know, nigga got the job.
The moment of the video when he got his wife and his kids dance crip walking in the damn at the end, bro. Salute to that. that right there is like hang that in the Louvre. Just her just going crazy. Cause I was like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah, she ate that shit up.
Right? That shit was beautiful.
Right, because that was the other thing, right? Like you said, Juju, he did end up using the video to dispel all the rumors, right? Like he's handshake with Dave Free, right? Big shout out to Dave Free. They co-directed the video together. The shit with Whitney and the kids. So it's like, yeah, nigga, me and my girl good. Don't worry about what we doing. And then I didn't even mention the owl shit where he had the wop with the pinata, and then having the owl in the cage, which was like a dope way to, flip that too. Like, yeah, you're done, buddy. Like, I got you locked up, hemmed up. It's over.
Cell block one.
Jer, what'd you think?
I mean, I thought it was dope. I think, I love all the think pieces that come out on it that makes me say, oh, damn, that's what it was. And I just thought it was a dope video. It was clean. It looked like he put some thought into the shit. It was some shit that I caught, some shit that I didn't. But, I thought it was a solid video, and he clearly has the song of the summer, and this shit's going to be cleaning up at whatever award show that it's nominated, eligible to be nominated for, basically.
Might be safe to say song of the year, brother.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
It was like, it's like an NBA Jam whenever it's like 20 seconds ago, but you hit another shot and be like, the nail in the coffin. Like, that's what that shit was.
It's going to be funny when it gets to the Grammys, though, because it's going to win like the rap awards probably pretty easily. But when it's nominated for like Song of the Year or Record of the Year, and that shit loses to like Luke Bryan or Post Malone or some shit, niggas is gonna be like, what the fuck?
Nah, he gonna lose.
He's gonna put that on the album, right? Like whatever album that everybody says he's probably working on or is gonna come out soon. This has to be on the album, right?
He gonna lose to Tommy Richmond.
Nah. Tommy Richmond shit ain't even, bro. On the Grammy level, he ain't even white enough to get. He's too white to get on that level. You feel me?
Listen, that nigga go.
He got to be white. That song hard.
Niggas gonna be
damn. That's gonna be sad as fuck if that win.
We gonna listen. There's no way. There's no way he gonna lose, bro. I don't see not like us losing. But I will say, very dope moment. Interesting to see the outrage of like people being quote unquote tired of something. But you know what, fucktards? That is a hit. That is what you call a hit. That's what you're supposed to. This is what you're supposed to be doing, right? We're so used to like getting hype, briefly hype, because we always call something a classic. We always call something like great, and then we stop fucking with it immediately. Like, right? You'd be like, yo, nigga, that shit the best shit out. This is the best shit I ever seen. And then something new come. Mm-hmm. This is the first time like that shit dropped. And niggas was like, I owe Jason an apology. That nigga Jason was right on the money. That shit was an instant classic. And when I say this is because not only did LA, because LA gonna obviously, we gonna have our bias. But when you, nigga, I've been to maybe 2 states prior since this release. That shit, come on. I ain't never heard. Nigga, I'm in the taxi. And Not Like Us came on in New York. I said, what the fuck is happening? Bro, I was waiting. I was waiting. I ain't never seen no shit like this before. Niggas played back-to-back West Coast records at the fucking cookout shit. I said, what the fuck? I went out last night. Back-to-back fucking West Coast records. I said, oh, this nigga done did something because, I ain't never, again, in unison, Juicy Biggie, maybe. I mean,
I'll tell you the last time it happened, bro. And this is like, I love rap and I know rap songs. So when I feel it in my bones, like it's like undeniable.
You felt it, y'all.
I pause. And the last time was in the club. I remember when I first heard in the club.
That was instant.
And it was it happened within
that was a global instant. That was a global instant.
I heard the first like 12 seconds of the song and I was like, this is the hardest shit I've ever heard. And I was like, everybody else is going to feel that way too. There's no way that you listen to music.
How were you when it came out?
14?
2003.
Or no, 15.
15-year-old Jason felt it in his bones. He was
in the club.
Bro, I was in Dom's car, bro, and it came on the radio, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I just
that's
had
how
that.
it was with Juvenile High, bro. When I first time I heard Juvenile High, I could not believe what I was hearing. I'm like, bro, this shit's so fucking hard.
Yeah, like literally the mind blown emoji. I was like, what? And I remember when Not Like Us came out, bro. I was standing like literally right here in my apartment. And I played that shit and I just stood still. And I was like, did he just do this? Nah. Like you kind of don't believe it just happened.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, one song that had me in a trance, bro. I remember. I still don't even know why I was in. I don't even know the nigga name who car I was in. But the nigga had put me on to the nigga had the bootleg Blueprint too. Nigga said, and that nigga Hove said, so it was I work up early this morning. That song played first, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then Catch Up Niggas.
Yep.
Damn, you fatting them hoes.
I said, oh my God.
The automobile gay with the alligator strap.
And I was just getting a ride with this nigga to go hoop. So I didn't even know the nigga. I just kept telling that nigga, hey, can you keep playing this? Can we get out?
Yeah.
Can we get out? I was 17. I'm in the backseat of this nigga car. Like, bro, what the fuck did you just play for me? I show you a little bit of baggy. Nigga, I said, oh my God. Yo, this nigga Hove is the greatest. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I remember, okay, there's another
I'm gonna play that after this shit.
There's another song I felt like that for Jay-Z. I remember before the Black Album came out, for some reason, it was previewed on MTV.com. I don't know how or why it happened like this, because I remember always at this point in time, everything is Napster, LimeWire, niggas getting shit early leaks and what have you. But it was previewed on MTV.com. I remember I was playing the whole album. I guess it was just snippets. And I got to PSA. And I heard that first verse. And I said, this nigga Jay-Z just blacked the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? This nigga is crazy. And I couldn't wait to hear that shit after that. But yeah, he's had a few of those moments for sure.
Remember when you first heard the song, I smell pussy. Is that you, Irv?
Is that you? Oh my
I was like, what the fuck?
You niggas is so emotional.
And that's crazy that niggas also like now debating about Drake's career being over after this whole shit because Not Like Us. Because I remember again when I heard that song, I was like, y'all's done. Like, like you just hear it, you're like, it was so disgusting. Like, and everybody knew that 50 was the king at that point. So it was just nothing that Ja could do. It was like, bro, he just.
It was a little crazier because niggas like we weren't overly assessed to like the shit they was dealing with, but they was dealing with a Rico. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. No, yeah, we didn't know, but it was just like it just sounded so crazy.
So it sounded like it was a song that really ended them niggas, but them niggas really was dealing with some real shit where niggas was about to go to jail and was really stressed.
Do y'all think Drake's career is affected after the super hyper success of this song and the last Drake releases the Camila Cabello and the Sexy Reds? Not really.
I do think it puts a stain, but I do think he's still able. Like if he just drops anything that's like really quote unquote decent, he'll be all right. But the fact that he's doing features and all that shit makes it worse because you just gotta let this bitch breathe and let niggas just take his little go ahead, let this moment pass, and then now we make us miss you, right? And the fact that I was curious to know hypothetically what y'all thought Michael Rubin's White Party was like, right? Because you gotta be like, this time last year, niggas would have been falling out all over, trying to overly obsess being pictures, things of that nature, trying to like, oh my God. And now you're really what Kendrick was talking about, put in a situation of like, who really fucks with me? Who's really talking about me? You know what I mean? Like, you kind of have to go into a room with your guard up because you don't know or cannot really hold a music fan to that standard and be really upset with them because they're just being fans.
Right. And that's what I was going to ask. Like, I mean, you could put it in the context of that party. When you go in that party as Drake, you know it's like Democrat, Republican, whatever. 50% of niggas is gonna have rocks with not like us, bro. Like at least off rip. So how do you feel about that? You just gonna walk like, man, fuck it. That's just a part of the game, and I just gotta enjoy myself at this party. How do you think he's
life? It's gotta just be life, bro.
But also, sorry, Jerv. But also, do you say, what have you been up to? This is what is the fucking ketchup combo?
Y'all niggas is living in a Seinfeld episode.
That would be funny though. Hey, no, look,
Jerv, don't do that. If I got my ass beat on camera and we got a pod next Sunday, niggas not gonna be like, man. Niggas,
I mean, bro, getting your ass beat and losing a battle, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Like, this is part of the game. The easiest way to move on is just to act your normal fucking self. Niggas is gonna talk shit about you regardless.
But the thing is, no. But the thing is, niggas have not been talking this shit. Niggas have been allowing this shit to go. It's niggas still right now up under that shit that does not think he's lost, by the way.
All right.
You get
Drake, real niggas, if he got any real niggas around him, they not gonna hire from this shit. They just gonna say the shit like if one of y'all be dealing with this shit and I seen y'all for the first time, I'm like, nigga, you should have been bobbing and weaving, nigga. What the fuck, bro? You know you my nigga. What the fuck?
What the crazy thing about it, Juju?
Should have called me.
That's not happening. That's not happening right now.
Right. It's still some niggas saying Biden should stay in the race.
Bossa Nova.
Thank you. Right on time for that one.
And we're back. And Biggie was like, I live out there, so don't go there.
Exactly.
That's what type of shit that was, nigga.
That shit I hope that shit remember like the Gettysburg Address, the battles, like, brother, like I can't stress enough. Family Matters was not trash. It was not trash. It was not acid in the imagination.
But it was something better.
It was off the glass, perfectly off the rim. And that mother, oh my, bro, I can't believe Kendrick did that. Like you said, Jason, bro, remember the night we were texting? I was like, bro, both of these motherfuckers crazy. Yeah. I can't believe Kendrick did that either, dog. Hats off, salute, bro. Victory, go to spoils, goddamn it.
My last thing, I'm not gonna be messy. What J. Cole up to?
Bruh.
No, we're not doing that. Amin's not on the show. Exactly. We're not doing that.
That would have been a 20-minute rant. That's even better. That's even better, bro. That's even better.
Nah. We gotta ask that question with Amin on the show. Even though we know he not gonna say shit and he gonna give us his rant, we not doing that. Come on now.
Hey, but you know what's crazy about this though? At the same time, like
I'm happy for my nigga getting out.
I think this is the first time maybe.
He the nigga on the Godzilla movie that left.
I think this is the first time ever that we got a real king in hip hop, like an undisputed champion. Like the nigga got all the belts.
Right. There's been undisputed champions before.
Nah, I don't think there's ever really been an undisputed champ. Like Jay lost.
But who else want the fade? Because I was
nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like we had. I don't think nobody is running up on bro anymore, dog. Like
after all that skirmish, bro, I thought I hit play on Lupe's album the other day, right? Samurai, love Lupe, and I was like, I'm waiting, like, because he was doing all this, like Kendrick's not all that type.
He
shit.
was doing a lot of shit.
And that nigga made a traditional album dedicated to Amy Winehouse in her rapping perspective, and I was mad because it's fire. But I was waiting for a nigga to actually throw a rock. Like, all right, I can rap too. And I don't think no nigga is ever gonna throw a rock at that nigga ever again. He is the true certified boogeyman, nigga.
He upped the skull on niggas. He really did.
I don't see a nigga throwing a curveball and trying to hit him with a rock. I don't see it.
It's hard to tell y'all that someone will, based off of everything that just happened, but there will be somebody that will take a shot at Kendrick. It is the natural lay of the law. Like when you are on top,
but does it reach him? You get what I'm saying? To a point where he's going to actually.
It may not reach him because just like, and I understand what you're saying, Jay.
That's like Game. That's like Game constantly every year trying at Jay-Z. That nigga look like.
But that's my point, right? Like I understand Hov lost to Nas, right? But at one point in time, there was Hov was because Nas wasn't out, so Hov was the king of hip hop, and niggas were taking jabs and shit like that. And his shit would be, he would just be like, yo, unless you say, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not responding to these little niggas, and that's basically.
That's what I'm saying.
What year was Jay-Z the king?
Okay, hold up. I'm not trying to get onto. I'm just trying to say that that's how Kendrick is going to be. Okay. Like niggas will take shots at Kendrick. It's just not going to be. He's now reached a status where you have to do certain things. You have to clear this level, and clear this level to even get an opportunity to have the final boss come out the door and address you. Right? Like he's reached that level. But there will be niggas taking shots at him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the nature of hip hop. If no one does take a shot at him, then hip hop is really truly dead, because then that's not hip hop anymore. Hip hop is all about.
I'm not saying that niggas ain't gonna do that, but a nigga has to be the next. You know, like boxing, nigga. A nigga has to get his bars up where a nigga like.
You got to be 26-0 to get to the, like you said, to get to
that point.
Right, to King Cooper, like you said.
The thing. Because at the end of the day, Kendrick low-key don't want no more fakes. He ain't even tripping. He just wanted that nigga. He just wanted that one nigga, and he like, hey, y'all can get back to, y'all want this crown? Here, because I really didn't give a fuck about it. I really just wanted y'all to see the nigga y'all thought was king. Bet.
Man, you got to build an excuse
I
now.
Knew I could whip his ass.
Come on, man. I ain't beefing with y'all, nigga. Man. Come on,
yeah, I'm cool.
You got it, bro.
Remember when who was it? Wayne. Remember when T.I. was like the king of the South? Wayne was like, nigga, I really want the shit, nigga. I just was really just showing that I was the best rapper alive.
Exactly, alive.
You want the king shit? You can have the king of the South. I just want to tell niggas I'm the best rapper alive.
To Jer point, since the best rapper retired. Salute. He was right. He had the crown for a while.
That's why I'm not arguing. Like, y'all niggas ain't about to have me go down so y'all can break down all these. No, nigga, we know. And niggas will take shots at Kendrick. He won't care. There will be a nigga that will get to a level that the youngins, because believe it or not, Kendrick will get old. I know that sound crazy to hear. Kendrick will get old. And there will be a young nigga that the little niggas say is nicer than Kendrick. And he will take shots at Kendrick, and it will be a point where Kendrick will have to choose if he wants to respond to this nigga, to this little nigga, or not. He probably won't. Kendrick has no need to address anyone ever again, because he destroyed the person that everyone had on their Mount Rushmore, and he exposed them for the fraud that he was to a lot of people.
Hey, we fucking podding right now. We gotta wrap this up. We almost did a 2-hour pod. For Big Jer, for Juju, for Jason Madison, Amin, I'm your host, Black Trey. We're out.